Hey, everybody, how you doing? Today I'm going to talk to you about how to set up your geometry journal. The geometry journal is a project that we're going to do over the next 6 weeks or so. And it's going to be an exploration of 3D solids of some polyhedra. It should be a lot of review, some hands-on stuff that should be fun. Today we're not actually even putting any content into it. I just want you to set it up. So I'm going to go through 3 different ways that you could set it up. You can just choose one. One way is if you have a printer. I am not one of these lucky people who have a printer at home, but if you do have a printer at home, I'm sharing this document with you, and you can just go ahead and print it out. And that's all you really have to do this week. It has the title page here. Oh, you should write your name. That's one thing you should do. Oh, and you're gonna have to number the pages. So you're gonna put your name here. Um, Table of contents. So these are the pages. I didn't put page numbers in case people wanted to change this document at all and put page numbers in their own way. So there are spaces to put your page numbers. Oh, so I'm gonna give you edit access. No, sorry, I'm gonna give you viewing access to this document. But if you want to edit it to change it somehow, you should make a copy, and then you'll have your own copy, which you can use if you want to reformat it at all. This is your geometry journal, um, so you're gonna set it up how you want to. It just needs to have kind of some of the basic stuff I'm looking for. So title page. Here's the table of contents. And then it's going to have 5 pages. Over the next 5 weeks, we're going to do 1 page per week. So this is not, I'm not expecting you to fill this all out today. Today, all you have to do is set it up. Each page is the same except for it has a different title. The first one we're going to do, and this will be next week, is cube. And then you're going to see there are 5 different fields that you're going to want to put for your page. Describe in words, examples, drawings, features, and those are the edges, vertices, and faces, and then nets, or a net or nets. So that's basically what you need to do. If you want to print this out, great. You can see it's got cube. It's got the exact same thing for rectangular prism, triangular prism, pyramid with a square base, and pyramid with a triangular base. So they're all the same, and that's all you have to do is print this out. But if you don't have a printer, there are a couple other options. So now I'm going to, okay, so if you don't have a printer, there are a couple of things you can do. First of all, you can just take plain white paper. I think I took 5 sheets and folded them like this, and I folded them into a journal. And so now here's my geometry journal. I made a title, made some cool 3D letters because we're doing some 3D shapes. Then on the next page, I have my table of contents. The next page would be where I'm going to set up for cube. Now this one is totally filled out for next week. Don't feel like you have to do that. But basically on one side, I put the title that was cube, and I put the 4 boxes. And then on the other side, I put the nets. And then my next step would be to go and set that up on the next 2 pages to have rectangular prism and have those 4 boxes ready to go with the titles. And all you need to do is just look at the printed version and then say, okay, I'm going to turn this first page into the title with the 4 boxes here, and then nets would go on the other side. And then you just go through and you just need to set up 5 pages like that. And I think I used 4 pieces of paper, and I'm going to have some extra pages at the end. I don't have a stapler at home either, so I'm just keeping it tucked together and I'm going to keep it somewhere safe. But if you wanted to staple right here to keep it more together, it would work better. So um, obviously it's taking a little bit more time. You don't need to fill anything in this week. You're just setting up your cover, your table of contents. And then I think it would be nice just to set up the framework on the rest of the pages so it's ready to go. Another option is look around and see if you have a notebook or a sketchbook with where you could use 6 pages, 6 or 7 pages of it. I found this notebook. The first 3 pages are filled out with some pretty cringy journal entries from 9th grade for me. So I'm just going to tear those pages out. And then this one has lined pages, and that's fine. So I could just go ahead and set up my table of contents. Obviously, I wouldn't want to flip to the middle. Just wherever you have a space. And then you could use that. If you have a sketchbook with blank pages, that might be better. I don't. So you're going to look around your house. You're going to see what you can find. If you have a printer, easy. Just print it out. If you don't, either folding white paper, making these, or lined paper too, whatever you have, construction paper, or finding a sketchbook or notebook that you could turn into your geometry journal. If you don't have any of that, let me know. We can see what we can find. And again, you don't actually need it finished until next week, so you could work on that over the weekend or something like that. Starting next week, what are we going to do with this geometry journal? Well, we're going to fill in those different sections, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about how to do that next week. And we're also going to try to start constructing some of these shapes. So it would be really nice next week if you could either have paper or cardboard. Here's one of mine. It's wrong. This is kind of a mess up one, and we're going to talk about why it doesn't work next week. But I made it out of cardboard, and it folds. So cardboard or paper and a ruler would be great, or some kind of straight edge. If you don't have it, we're going to improvise. This whole project is about trying to make stuff with what we have at home. So don't worry if you don't have exactly what I have. Try to be creative. For all of you artists out there, I'm hoping you're going to have fun drawing some of these things. For all you engineers out there, I hope you're going to have fun making some of these things. If you have any questions, let me know. So this week, all you need to do is set up your geometry journal so it's ready to go.